Hey guys, welcome to another video. Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, which is a new anime show about a 40-something-year-old salaryman who smokes behind a supermarket with the company of an employee of that supermarket, of the aforementioned supermarket. It's probably one of the most convincing propaganda pieces I've ever seen. Who knew smoking has zero health risks, and if you start smoking, you'll get to meet a cute girl, right? Now it makes me want to start smoking, right? All the pretty girls smoke, didn't you know? I merely jest, of course. Smoking is very bad, but the fact is, this is a great show. If I were you, I would go watch it, but please watch my video first, because I would like you to do that. I'm not going to spoil the plot, because plot spoiler. There is no plot. It's kind of an atmospheric show. It's just about people who smoke and complain about work. But it still is very good. It does something kind of weird, and you'd think that a show filled with people who just complain about work and just puff nicotine all the time would make you feel bad. But it's surprisingly uplifting, and I think it's a romance. I don't really know. I was told it's a romance, but it's not very romantic. But that's not really a problem because that's the majority of anime I already watched. So that doesn't affect me, and it probably won't affect you because, like I said, it's fine. This show's very grounded, and which makes the show very kind of relaxing and chill. Nothing crazy happens. There's very little drama, which is weird because, like I said, there's no story, right? So there's no story progression. The conflicts, since it's so realistic, they kind of just play out and resolve pretty quickly because not many big things happen. The reason you'd watch the show is for the atmosphere and the characters, and luckily for people who watch it for atmosphere, characters, the characters are where it's at. The characters are great. There's a small cast of characters. You have Sasaki, who's the main character. He's the tired salaryman. With all of his hard work every day, he has to find some downtime, and he finds that downtime with smoking behind the supermarket and going to see the store, because you have the second character, Yamada, who is the cashier at the store Sasaki goes to, and she's very smiley, and that's why Sasaki likes going there, right? Because seeing her, being happy, I guess, makes him happy. But then you have Tamiya, it's Yamada. It's Yamada in disguise, and it's like her alter ego when she goes smoking with Sasaki, and Sasaki doesn't realize they're the same. That's the constant joke, is that Sasaki's too oblivious to the fact that Yamada and Tamiya are the same. And I agree. I was like, that's kind of stupid. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Like, I guess the clothes are different and her attitude's different, but it's pretty obvious. But I mean, later on I did realize she does put on kind of an act, and they do kind of have different personalities. So I mean, it's somewhat believable. So those are the two main characters, but the supporting cast is also very fun. You have the co-worker friend of Sasaki, who provides comedy, but he also provides a comparison for Sasaki because the friend is in the same position as him. He smokes, he does it, but he kind of has a different. I think he's married, right? And so it's kind of they're very different. It's like, oh well, it's like a comparison, I guess. I don't really know. It's fun. He's comedy, right? He's just another character that adds comedy, and when you do Sasaki at work, right? That's kind of the character. Alright, well, anyways, the other supporting character is the manager of the grocery store, and she seems like she would do more than she actually does. She doesn't really do much. I think they're setting up a plot with her being interested in the romance because she's in romance books. And so it's oh, she wants to, she's bored, she wants to see this in real life. I think they were setting that up, but really she doesn't really do anything. And she just kind of is there, too. So, the use of characters in this is very interesting because in similar shows, they use a large cast of primary characters, right? To make it interesting. Right? You have all these characters that have different attitudes, different personalities, and the stories are all about, them interacting. But these characters, they are very similar. They're all kind of have similar personalities, and there's not many of them. And so, I don't really know how it works. I'm not a writer, so I don't know how that works. But it works. It works well. You know, like I said, the conflicts are very toned down because Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You is very realistic, and the characters are all adults, so they react less entertainingly. So you know they solve problems straightforwardly. Um, and yeah, I mean, I'm wondering to see where it goes, right? Because I mean, I haven't said this, but the first 6 episodes are out now, right? They kind of did this weird thing where they split each episode into 2 episodes, so there's 12 episodes, but that's only 6 episodes. It's kind of confusing why they did that. I don't know, but soon the last 6 will come out, and I can't wait. I'm really excited, and I want to see what happens because I don't know why this is such a fun show, but it is, and all the arrows point to it being boring, but it's blessed, and I would recommend you should go watch it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. It has been a while since my last long form video. I've been learning to draw, so those have been shorts. But it doesn't matter. I have another anime video planned of another anime I've been watching, so stay tuned for that. I hope to make that sooner or later. But I hope you enjoyed. As you can see, I made a new character. I like this a lot more. I made him in a room, so hopefully it'll be more fun. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.